As co-pilot, you hold all the responsibility for this flight.
No, I never heard about that.
Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of radio talking there. It's part of the job.
And I don't understand any of that, but...
Well, sometimes I don't either. A crash landing's still a landing.
Oh, crash landing, yeah, that would be more like it.
Visually see the runway and then come into land. All right, you see the runway there, Janet? Right over there. You kind of see that empty spot there? Just come right over top of these trees here.
All right, the pressure is on. I do not want to make any mistakes on this trip because I've got my client's mother flying co-pilot with me today on this trip to Vancouver Island. This is what the trip looks like. We're going to take off from runway 34 at Kelowna Airport. It's going to be a visual departure because it's absolutely beautiful out. We're going to head westbound over top the Rocky Mountains. We have one waypoint here called Booth. That's going to alter our track a little bit, send us right over top of Vancouver, just north of Vancouver International Airport, then over the water to Nanaimo, which is on Vancouver Island. Hopefully get the visual approach from the south because the winds and wind shear here can be pretty nasty, but because we don't know the cloud situation, when we arrive, we have IFR approaches just in case.
As co-pilot, you hold all the responsibility for this flight.
No, I never heard about that. I think the pilot's got all the responsibility.
Well, you are one of the pilots now, so...
No, I don't have a certificate.
Like, you don't necessarily need one to fly the plane. You do need one if you legally want to fly the plane.
Yeah.
If you're good to go,
Okay.
we are clear for takeoff.
Taxi by Echo, Delta, contact tower. Tires picked up X-ray on the roll now.
Okay, let's add the power.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, standard takeoff in the Cessna Conquest, no flaps. We never use flaps for takeoff. Our rotation speed is 100 knots, which happens very fast because this airplane's got a lot of performance. There's only 4 of us on board and we've got about half fuel. You can see we just rotated there. Gonna bring the landing gear up. We call this cleaning the airplane up. If you're cleaning the airplane up, that means you're bringing the landing gear up and the flaps, making the airplane as low drag as possible. We're gonna accelerate to about 150, that's 150 knots. That should give us just over 2,000 feet per minute climb.
We're gonna go up a little bit faster here. Well, here, I'll lower the nose a little bit and you can see a little bit better.
Oh, yeah. As long as you know where you're going.
Control X-ray identified, contact Vancouver Center 133.5, out of your flight.
Roger, 1335, Victor X-ray, have a good one. Vancouver Center, good morning, it's Charlie Fox, Victor Alpha X-ray through 3,300, climbing 9,000, runway 34.
Foxtrot, Victor Alpha X-ray, Vancouver Center, good morning, identify, climb 13,000.
Climb 13,000, Victor Alpha X-ray.
Okay. Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of radio talking there. It's part of the job.
And I don't understand any of that, but...
Well, sometimes I don't either. Sometimes they don't even understand me. Okay, let's go direct to... Booth. There we go.
So ATC cleared us direct to Booth, which is just east of Vancouver, and this is where we'll probably already be in the descent over Vancouver for Nanaimo.
We're going to turn this on. We're going to do like this, and we're going to go like this. Boop. Autopilot is now engaged.
Got it.
Then basically you and I just get to drink coffee.
Oh, that's simple.
Is it? Not when it makes you have to poop.
Passengers, are you guys comfortable?
How's it going back there? Your mom's going to land the plane.
I don't think so.
She's not fully qualified, but you don't have to be fully qualified to land an airplane. Remember, a crash landing's still a landing.
Oh, crash landing, yeah, that would be more like it.
They say a good landing you can walk away from, but a great landing you can use the airplane again. Chardonnay, they need Chardonnay, they say. Well, it's a pleasure to get to fly with you. It'll be really nice when we descend and re-land in Nanaimo.
Oh boy.
I hope it's not too windy and stuff.
Well, for some reason, every time I land at this airport, it's always windy with wind shear, so that's just what I'm expecting.
Going over the mountains now.
Yep.
And then going over the ocean.
Yep, right here. Yeah, we're going to go over that part of the ocean, and we're going to go right over top of Vancouver here. Hey, I like your lipstick.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. That'll be $10.95.
Oh, yeah.
I charge for compliments. So when we're flying up here, this altitude, because the airplane is pressurized, so outside the airplane is about is at 20,000 feet, but inside the airplane, the altitude of the air inside here is only about 8,000 feet. So that's what allows us to be able to breathe and not fall asleep. But we have a little secret. Say we have a bunch of unruly passengers in the back. Say they're drinking and they're giving us a hard
And
time,
carrying
or we just
on.
don't want to
Okay.
listen to them. What we can do is we can adjust this so that the inside of the airplane is much higher altitude, and they'll just fall asleep. But then you and I have to wear oxygen masks, otherwise we fall asleep too, and that would not be good.
Oh, there's a solution to everything.
There's a
isn't there?
solution to everything. We're gonna go this way here. That is gorgeous.
And that's one of the benefits of being a pilot here in Western Canada. We get the privilege of getting to fly over and into some of the most incredible scenery and terrain.
See, when we're flying up here at this altitude here, they want us to be on a specific flight route, so we can't really do too much without the air traffic controllers getting mad at us. All right, I got some other questions for you now while we're up here killing time. Who's your favorite musical artist?
Oh, well, I don't even know if you young folks know about our
Try me.
Charlie Pride.
I know Charlie Bride, yeah.
You know Charlie
Well, I
Pride?
don't know Charlie Bride, but I listen to his music.
Well, that's it.
What about Merle Haggard?
Merle Haggard.
The only song I know by Merle Haggard was, Well, I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison. You know that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
All the old songs.
All the good
that are
stuff.
on there. All the good stuff.
Hey, I'm 35. I listen to lots of Led Zeppelin and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I grew up listening to.
Yeah.
That's how I learned to play guitars. I had to learn how
Oh.
to play Stairway to Heaven.
Do you play the guitar? No
Yeah,
good.
I play the guitar. My brother plays the drums and the piano, and
Oh, so
we
you got a whole orchestra.
We got a whole orchestra.
Good for you.
Oh, thanks. You play any instruments?
Not anymore.
What did you play?
An accordion. You know, one of those
Yeah.
small ones. Way back when I was 14 or 15 years old. But
That's
yeah.
amazing. Well, hey, guess what? My brother learned to play the accordion.
Is
That was
that
the
right?
first instrument he learned, was the accordion. Can you still play?
Oh, I haven't played for...
Well, you
Oh,
probably pick it up and figure it out pretty quick.
Well, but just barely. The last time I took it out, we took out our instruments and we played Happy Birthday.
Oh, that's amazing.
It was so good.
It's perfect. Well, you know who else? You know who plays the flute? She actually teaches. Candy plays the flute.
Does she?
She's a music teacher, yeah. Well, Janet, you don't look a day over 45. Now, how old are you?
81?
I probably won't live to be 81.
Well, you know, I don't feel 81.
Well, you don't look 81.
I just think it's a number.
See, I always tell my...
You know, that's the way we
Yep.
are when we're this age. It's just a number. We don't...
It is, exactly.
327, flare 5.
So then Vancouver's just right over there, so we're going to fly right past
Straight
it.
over.
And to get into this airport, we have to fly through a lot of Vancouver's airspace on the descent, as you can see on the vertical profile, maybe some icing conditions depending on what clouds lie ahead.
I'm just going to press this. I'm going to put it on your side here so you can see. And we're going to start a descent.
So we got to go down.
6 crossing 7,800.
Okay, so we're looking out for another airplane here. He's going to pass right underneath us. We're getting the traffic warning here. So we're just going to make sure we level off at 4,000 feet. He's going to be 1,000 feet underneath us. Okay, I see him.
And departure, Takeoff, actually we got the traffic straight ahead here.
Victor Alpha X-ray, roger. And do you have the field in sight?
There he is.
And that's affirmative, we got the field in sight. Victor Alpha X-ray.
Victor Alpha X-ray, roger. You can expect that visual approach in just a minute here.
Check that, Victor Alpha X-ray.
Delta Bravo Foxtrot, proceed direct.
Okay, so we're going to plan a visual approach, which means that we're just going to visually see the runway and then come into land. So we're not going to do like what we typically do where we fly a bunch of waypoints and navigate our way to the runway.
And thankfully all the clouds had kind of pushed down to this area, so we have great VFR conditions, so we can fly the visual approach to runway 34. We do have some gusty, kind of bumpy wind conditions here at the airport, maybe a little wind shear, and I'm more familiar approaching from the south, so that's exactly what we're going to do.
And I'm on radio, it's Victor Alpha X-ray with you for the visual approach runway 34, and we're just coming over top of the East Coast line here. Arrival just over. We'll be flying runway 34, and we'll be there in about 4 minutes for a full stop.
Victor Alpha X-ray and an IMO radio, roger, runway 34, wind 35014, occasional gusts, seen as high as 20, altimeter 29906.
Check that 29906, 34, Victor Alpha X-ray, thanks for the winds.
And just to help us out, I'm going to activate the visual approach on the Garmin GTN 750. Again, this is runway 34. It's going to give us a track that we can follow that will line us up with the runway and keep us clear of some of these hills.
All right, let's go this way here. We're going to aim straight for these hills. We're not going to fly into the hills, obviously. That's part of your job there, Janet. You got to keep an eye out for birds, hills, other airplanes and cool things to see. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna put this away because I don't need that. Everything else here is good. All right, you see the runway there, Janet? Right over there. You kind of see that empty spot there. So
Yeah.
The end of the runway's sitting right there. So we're gonna aim for that. Okay, speed's good. Let's get one stage of flap. We're gonna bring the propellers up. Everything else is looking good. All right, and speed is also good. Let's get the landing gears coming down. High pressure lights on, red lights on. Belts, brakes, gear, 3 green. None of them air mixtures, props, and switches are all good.
Good, IMO, Radio Victor Alpha X-Ray, just joining for a short final here, runway 34, full stop.
Victor Alpha X-ray, roger.
Okay, you got the runway there?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna come in just like this. You just watch, and you can give me some critiques afterwards. Alright, belts, brakes, gear, 3 green, on the mirror mixtures, props, switches, gear, props, flaps. One more stage of flap. Okay, just come right over top of these trees here. Yeah, we got a little bit of wind happening.
That's what's making it go like this.
Yes. Gear, props, flaps, and runway's clear. Now to touch more power here.
And at this point in the approach, I want to be aiming for about 115 to 120 knots. I want to plan to cross the threshold at about 102.
Okay, everything looks good. Runway's clear. We're just gonna sneak right over top here. Alright, let's set the power here. And we're just gonna come in nice and try to make this. We got quite a crosswind here, as you can see. Let's try to make it, see if we can make it silky smooth. Can we make it silky smooth there, Janet? Oh, pretty good.
Perfect.
Alright, a little wind
Yay.
correction.
It
Hey,
is.
flaps are coming up.
It is.
We're alive. Good flying, Janet. Well done.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Woo! Good job, Janet. You're fired. You can now go have wine.
Now, the flying club here at Nanaimo Airport was nice enough to let us park on their ramp for a few days. We got the airplane secured, said goodbye to our passengers, and then we had a few days to explore Vancouver Island. And there is lots to do. On this trip, we decided to drive out to Tofino, which I've been here many times, but it's kind of a small surfing town that over the years has become really busy and really expensive, especially during the summer months. But the drive to Tofino offers lots of cool places to check out, lots of rivers to swim in, places to paddleboard, and then once you get to Tofino, there's still lots to do there. You can surf, you can paddleboard, which is exactly what we did, and it was definitely a great way to kill 3 days before we have to fly home. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Little cheers to all the new viewers. And if you're curious on what it's like to become a pilot, what the process is, how to get your first aviation job, then I've got videos on my channel that you can check out to help get you started. Absolutely love and appreciate all the support, everybody. So we'll catch you on the next adventure. Happy and safe flying, everybody. Cheers.